Hello students and welcome to Saurav's classes. My name is Ashmita and in today's class we are going to solve analogy based questions, especially from the English section, and these kind of questions are quite common in the examinations, especially like GRE and also those kind of examinations where English forms a compulsory section. So in these kind of questions what you need to do is that you would be given a question like as you can see over here, the first question you see alarm and trigger. So in the other questions also you will be able to see that they have given block letter based questions. Those are the questions, and what you need to do over here is that you have to first understand the meaning or the relationship between the two words which are provided in the question. Okay, and from there the relationship that you extract from those two words, that kind of relationship we need to find in the words which are provided in the multiple choice options. Okay, and the option which will suit the best or will show the relationship between the words in the question, that will be the correct answer. So let us do and solve these questions one by one so that you can understand it in a better way. Number 6, we are going to solve only 5 questions in this class. So let's start. Alarm and trigger. Now, what is an alarm? Alarm is basically an anxious awareness of danger. Okay, it can be in the form of like the morning alarm, which like suddenly wakes you up. It's kind of a alertness that it's morning, you wake up. Alarm can also be alert. So I'm writing it down, alert. What is the meaning of trigger? Now, trigger means to set off or to activate. So you see, alarm is waking you up and trigger is starting you off. So I would I would rather say trigger is activate. So you see, the alarm is activating you. Okay, you found so this can be the relationship between alarm and trigger. All right. Now the next we have to find this kind of a relationship between the options in the like in the multiple choice options given below. First one is prison and escape. Now prison is that cage in which the prisoner is captured, and escape means freedom. So this won't go at all, because why I am saying, because you see, in alarm the alertness is activating you, so it's kind of dependent on each other, you see. But prison and escape doesn't go with each other, because prison is a captivated it's a jail, and escape means freedom, you're running away, so makes no sense. Let us move over to option B, that is tunnel and dig. Now tunnel, you all know, it's like a cave, a long cave. Okay, it can be a pipe also, long pipe also. So various meanings are there. And dig means you are digging something, like in the form of a well or in the form of a deep deep, like anything deep you are digging. So tunnel and dig, it won't go. No, it won't go. No, it's not activating anything, or it's not talking about any starting. Like in alarm, it's talking about the starting or the activation of someone. Here, the tunnel and dig is not making any sense, so I'm striking it out. Let us move over to option C, that is criminal and corner. See, criminal, you know, all know who does crime, and corner means one edge, one point or edge. So once again, this is also not making any sense. Let us move over to number D, fright and allay. Now fright means fear or terror, and allay means to reduce, diminish or increase. So once again, this is also not making any sense with the question provided. Let us move over to the last option, this trap and spring. Now trap means to confine. Okay, just like prison, you are trapped or you are confined to some particular area. And spring means to leap or jump. Okay, so you see, alarm means alert, like trap, in a trap you're getting alert, and trigger Anything triggering means it's kind of like leaping like spring. So last option would definitely go with number 6. So you see, meanings are not that much clear if we compare it with the question, but we have to make sense like this, and then we have to choose our correct or the best suitable option which is provided in the choice. Okay, let us move over to the next question, that is quotation and quotation marks. Quotation marks are like this, and quotation means a saying which is like, suppose someone said something, and and those exact words you have printed it somewhere, that is quotation. And what are quotation marks? Quotation marks are like this, it starts with this and ends like this. Okay, like someone is saying something in direct speech and you are putting it within quotation marks. So you understood the relation between these two, that is quotation is within the quotation marks. So we can say something is within the other. Let us see which option will go the best or suit the best. Number A is remark and colon. Now remark means you are remarking something, you are telling something, and colon means like this, if you put that is colon and this is semicolon. So colon and remark, so not making any sense with the question. Let's move over to number B. So I'm striking number A out. Number B, sentence and period. So sentence means you all know a statement which is told and statement which is written, and period means the things which are said in the sentence which are definite and no changes allowed, that is period. Okay, so once again this is all not making any like similar meaning to the question provided. Let us move over to number C, that is aside and parenthesis. Now aside means like you kept aside, side, and parenthesis means brackets. Okay, you know brackets, there are so many brackets are there, third bracket, second bracket, first bracket, so many brackets are there. So parenthesis means brackets. So if I say aside, so parenthesis actually separates or keeps the portion which is inside it separately. So you see this will go with number 7. So aside and parenthesis is going with quotation and quotation marks. Okay, so let us check the other options also, because we may not know if we find any other better options. Clause and semicolon. Now clause means section, okay, and semicolon I have already shown you over here, that is a full stop and a comma, so that is semicolon. So clause and semicolon, no, it's not going with the question. Let us check the last option, that is interjection and exclamation point. Interjection means like kind of you are like you're exclaiming and telling something like bravo, I won the match, or you can say alas, we lost him. So that's interjection, and exclamation point is this point, a line with a full stop. Okay, so this is also not making good sense. So number C would be the correct option to number 7. Okay, that is aside and parenthesis. Let's move over to question number 8, signature and illustration. Now signature, we all know it's our sign, signature, and illustration means kind of you are explaining through a diagram, or you are explaining in a bit like brief manner, or in a like providing every detail. Okay, that is illustration. So we need to find out this kind of relation between the words, just like they have shown in the question. Byline, number A is byline and column. Now byline means a line in a newspaper naming the writer of an article. Okay, so this one provides the name of the writer in a newspaper article, name of the writer. So column, what is column? Column you may refer to a line. Okay, You can refer to a column in the newspaper also, because byline means the name of the writer in for an extract in the newspaper. So if you compare it with the newspaper, column means a column of news. Okay, so you see signature and illustration and byline and column is going well, because signature and illustration is like same to each other, and byline and column is also coming to similar things. Like if we consider it in the respective of the newspaper, that is both byline and column can be found in newspaper. Okay, so we can say number A can go, but definitely we will check the other options because we have to choose the most correct option. Let us see number B, alias and charge. Now alias means aka or otherwise, and charge, you all know, charge means to that is ask. You're charging someone or you're asking someone, and alias means to like you're talking about otherwise and all. So this option is not making any sense with the question provided, so not required. Let us move over to number C, credit and purchase. Now credit means the ability of a customer to like obtain goods or services before payment. Okay, like many people do it in the shops. They take the goods and they pay afterwards. They based now they buy based on the trust that payment will be made in the future. So with that trust they buy the product, and purchase means the same. So credit and purchase, no, it's not going. So let us move over to number D, that is note and scale. So note, you all know, like writing a note if you say, and scale means measurement. Okay, it's basically a ruler in simple terms. The scale basically means a ruler in simple sense, and it means it means a ruler which determines the distance between the marks and the scale. Okay, that's a scale. So note and scale and signature and illustration is not going, so I'm striking it out. Let us move over to the last option, that is reference and recommendation. Now reference means the action of mentioning or alluding to something, like in a job environment. Suppose you are referring your friend, that is reference. And what is recommendation? You are suggesting, that is suggestion. Recommendation is suggestion. Okay, so we can see that basically the first option will definitely go, because they are talking about signature or illustration. So illustration and signature is almost the same. So signature and illustration, byline and column will definitely go. Okay, let us move over to number 9. Moving over to number 9, scales and justice. Okay, scales means ruler, and justice means the just behavior or treatment that you know. We need to find out the relationship between scales and justice. Okay, now scales means like it shows the correct measurement, and justice like the correct treatment or correct like judgment. So once again I would like to repeat that scales show correct measurement and justice shows correct treatment. That is, you are whether you are treating equally or not, whether you are judging equally or not, or fairly or not, that is what justice serves. Now we need to find this kind of relation between the words provided in the options. Now let us see number A, that is weights and measures. Now weights, you all know, the mass, and measure means to ascertain the size, amount or degree of something by using an instrument or device which is marked in standard units. Like length, like meter, like kilometer, that comes under measurements. Okay, so no, this is not going with the question, so we cannot consider this one. Let us move over to option B, that is laws and courts. So laws, obviously there are laws and courts. The courts run according to laws, but scales and justice, it's not going. Let us see if we can find other better options. Torch and liberty. So torch in the court actually shows liberty or freedom. Okay, so this will definitely go, number C will definitely go, as torch shows liberty of freedom. Okay, liberty means freedom. But let us check the other options also. Number D says laurel and peace. Now laurel means bestow an award or praise someone in recognition of an achievement. Okay, and peace means like there's peace, there's calm, peace, tranquility. That is peace. No, we cannot say this is going with the question. Let us see the last option, balance and equity. Balance obviously means the correct balance and all, and equity means equal. So both are referring to the same thing, so we won't be considering this. So number C would definitely go with the question which is provided, that is scales and justice. Okay. Let us move over to the last question for today, that is surprise and exclamation. So surprise means you are surprising someone, you are shocking someone, and exclamation means you are exclaiming. Okay, you are extremely excited or you are extremely frightened, that's why you are exclaiming. Okay, now we need to find this kind of a relation. What is the relation between surprise and exclamation? It's basically like shocked, getting shocked. Out of fear, out of happiness, out of excitement, it means getting shocked. So this kind of reaction we need to find between two words. Now number A says insolence and bow. Now insolence means rude and disrespectful behavior. So I'm writing it down, rude. And bow means to bow down. Okay, so this won't make sense with the question. Number B, dismay and groan. Now dismay means shock or surprise, all right, and groan means kind of like moaning, or you can say murmur, you can say. Groan means moan. Okay, like softly crying or softly groaning, that is what moan and groan is. So shock, they are talking about shocked only. So surprise and exclamation, if I talk about these two words, then basically the meaning is coming as shock. So here also they are talking about shock, and out of shock the person is moaning. Okay, so number B will go, but let us check whether there are better options there or not. Number C, happiness and grimace. Now happiness, we all know, and grimace means an ugly twisted expression on a person's face, typically expressing some sort of disgust, pain or worry. Okay, so obviously these two are just opposites to each other, so we cannot consider this one. Number D, deference and nod. Now deference means respect and nod means to say no. Okay, nod means to basically not say no, it's like moving your head to this side and that side, just slightly and briefly. Okay, nod means to move your like head, nod your head. No, it's not going with the question. The last option is number E, contentment and mutter. Contentment means you are satisfied, and mutter means you are like talking under your breath, like you are muttering, you're whispering. Okay, so this one is also not going with the question provided. So number B, as we had discussed, would go as the correct option. So that was the entire discussion for today's class. We are going to meet once again with more such questions and solutions in our next classes.